All right, welcome into episode 3 of our Bulls video mailbag series. Let's get to the questions. Our first one comes from @𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹. Any word on Billy Donovan's job security? The roster is talented individually, but the last 3+ years have been so disappointing that I'm actually starting to question our likely Hall of Fame coach. All right. This is from #everydayguy. That's how I'm going to refer to you. Let's get one thing straight. Billy Donovan is not going anywhere. Why do I say this? There are multiple reasons. The first of which, ownership and management both value Billy Donovan for the way he represents this organization, his consistency with players, his ability to coach both veterans and young players, and his ability to get the most out of young players. Now, you may say you're not seeing that, but Billy Donovan and his staff work tirelessly behind the scenes to develop these young guys. And as I always say, like, he is one of the most consistent personalities I have been around. Now, is he an elite game management? I mean, sometimes he's got some things that he's questioned, but he's always got good reasons for his strategy. And that's another thing I appreciate from a media perspective about Billy Donovan. You can question him about strategy, and he has a good, well thought out answer for everything that he does. You may not agree with it, but he has thought through every angle. So Billy Donovan is not going anywhere. All right, question number 2. From @BullySports23. Why would the Bulls be interested in taking on Bradley Beal's contract if the rumors are true? I know the rumor is that Phoenix is offering 3 first-round picks, but those are late picks and Beal has more money and years with a no-trade clause. Why would the Bulls entertain this? All right, we got to answer this from multiple levels. First of all, you strike to the crux of the issue. Bradley Beal has all the power in this equation. He's got a no-trade clause, but let's say the Bulls get involved in a Jimmy Butler trade to Phoenix, which will involve Jimmy Butler going to the Suns and Bradley Beal going elsewhere. Why would the Bulls even entertain this? I'll throw out the hypothetical why. Now, there's no guarantee that they will do this, but there are a couple reasons to this. You can say they are late first-round picks, and that's accurate, but the Bulls are not exactly rife with assets right now, and first-round picks are still tradable assets, regardless of where they sit in the draft order. That's number one. Number two, you have to remember everything about any potential Bulls trade is with the idea to preserve their first-round pick this year. So yes, Bradley Beal is older, makes more money, and is not at the level of Zach LaVine, but it would probably worsen your team in the short run and help you keep that first-round pick that is owed to the San Antonio Spurs. So that's the only way the Bulls would get involved in this. And again, this is all predicated on Bradley Beal agreeing to waive his no-trade clause. There's going to be a lot of rumors and talks between now and the February 6th trade deadline, but that Jimmy Butler situation is one to monitor for sure. All right, question number 3, as I really struggle with the board again, is from @𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹. Why have the Bulls been so reluctant to make any in-season moves when they see the state of what the team has been? Let's answer this on 2 levels. The first of which is the previous iteration of the team and the current iteration of the team. 𝗦𝗫𝗏 𝗦𝗃𝗏 actually finally explained this pretty clearly last season, why he was so, beholden to that last group before he traded DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. He and Mark Eversley felt they owed it to DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso and that group to keep it intact, because that vision in that first half of the 21-22 season worked with Lonzo Ball healthy. Now, you can certainly quibble that the Bulls have taken too long to pivot off that core. I personally agree with that sentiment, but you can understand why, at least from a management perspective, they felt they owed it to those guys. That core, that iteration of that team was on a 3-year plan from the 21-22 season through last season. They saw it through. They got 1 playoff appearance, 2 play-in appearances out of it. Obviously not knocking anybody's socks off, but they wanted to keep that group intact to try to make a run. Obviously, with Lonzo Ball not being able to come back until this season, they finally decided to pivot. And as far as this season, I've been saying consistently, the Bulls have been open for business all season long. They are ready to make more changes. It obviously is going to take more teams to cooperate, And right now the Bulls' asking price have been too rich for other teams, and that's why they have not yet made a move. But I personally will be surprised if 𝗦rise 𝗵𝗃 sits out a fourth straight trade deadline. I expect them to make at least one deal between now and February 6th. All right, question number 4, our last one from JDY Johns. Chinese New Year is on Wednesday. Will we see a Red Panda halftime show tonight? All right, I love this question, and this is from a true NBA fan. If you know who Red Panda is, you know what's up. And all I can say is stay tuned. Not only are the Bulls at home on Monday night, but they're also in Boston on Wednesday. I'm not in charge of Celtics game operations, but let's hope for a Red Panda appearance. All right, thanks for all your questions. We will catch you on the next episode next week.